It all starts with a vision. All people should be able to live in dignity, provide for their families, contribute to their communities, and fulfill their potential. And all children should have the opportunity to thrive, no matter their zip code, family income, or racial or ethnic identity. State governments can play a powerful role in creating more inclusive economies that make this vision possible. But what does it take to turn that vision into policy that has a real impact on people's lives? It takes expertise and collaboration to make the facts matter. This is the work of the State Priorities Partnership.
Our mission every day is to advance policy solutions that will expand economic opportunity for everyone in the state.
From education to the safety net and human services to criminal justice reform, healthcare coverage, economic justice, racial justice, immigration. All of those things are touched by state budget and state budget policy.
The State Priorities Partnership was founded in 1993, and today it's over 40 state-level, nonpartisan organizations. Over the last 5 years, partnership groups have worked to raise or protect over $54 billion in state revenues. Today, state earned income tax credits are providing over $4 billion a year in annual supports to 11 million working families, mostly families with children.
Without the work of the partnership, people in low-income and historically marginalized communities would be worse off.
The partnership organizations are the go-to resource for fact-based policy analysis and recommendations. We put the facts in the right hands at the right time. Analysis by partnership organizations really help inform lawmakers. They help educate the media, and they help inform and educate the public so that they can advocate on their own behalf for better policies.
It is about marrying that analysis with communications, with outreach to the community, and try and achieve a policy victory on behalf of millions of people who otherwise don't have a seat at the table.
Our vision is around helping folk to go on that pathway that moves them out of poverty, give people a seat at the table so that they can participate in their own democracy and help to shape how policies play out in their communities for their children.
We are not just a think tank. Advancing change is hard work, and it doesn't just happen by issuing reports. It requires intentionality and working with thought partners and all different kinds of diverse communities to make sure that the solutions that we're developing are legitimate for the communities that we work in. If our country's going to succeed, if our cities are going to succeed, we have to figure out ways for those children of color to be able to succeed, for their families to succeed.
We have fought tooth and nail to make sure that we're not continuing to perpetuate economic inequality, disparities that exist across the income brackets, across racial ethnic lines. To be part of the State Priorities Partnership is to have access to folks who care about these issues all across the country.
The Center on Budget and Policy Priorities connects us to each other, and it helps us learn from each other and get the best data possible. And that just builds to a more powerful constituency for the policy changes that we know are going to help all of us.
Kansas may look very different than Maine or Colorado, but there are things that they can each learn from each other.
It sort of snowballs, right? I mean, if one state passes a higher minimum wage or passes a more adequate taxation, and then we're able to build on that success, it just is empowering for everyone.
Partnership groups are key allies to other state-based organizations devoted to ending poverty and increasing opportunity. My grantees rely on the partnership groups for clear-headed fiscal analysis and for effective and innovative messaging to communicate why this work matters and why it's so urgent.
If you want to have impact in the states and you're looking for how best to do that, there's just nothing better than the State Priorities Partnership.
We're only really just starting to touch the potential of what we can do in terms of our work together.
Now it's time to play offense. It is time for us to lay out a positive, proactive vision where we can say these are the types of investments that will really build stronger families and at the end of the day, a stronger economy for our state.
If you're committed to ending poverty and inequality, if you're committed to public education, to expanding healthcare, to reforming criminal justice, then you should be involved in the State Priorities Partnership.